Greetings and salutations, Intercitizens. This is iWolfOtek, and here we are with another delightful video. I remember this time to put my actual quality microphone up, so hopefully I sound better to the general audience, as some people don't care for my voice. And hopefully a higher quality version of my voice is less irritating and cringy. But anyways, I'm sorry that I'm the way I am. This is the Battleforce box for the Necrons, the Worldscour Legion. Okay. Just so you know, just an important reminder to all new people to Warhammer 40k and Age of Sigmar. Every December-ish so, Games Workshop releases a series of boxes as a part of their Battleforce box sets. These are literally the greatest value for your buck there is. So if you're capable of a person of restraint and control and a person of reason and intelligence, if you want to get the best value for your buck, you save like $200 or $300, or even keep several more $100 on top of that for December. And Games Workshop will release like typically 6 40k boxes. This is like the only one I actually bought when it was still at the good price. But anyways, they typically sell for $175 here in the United States. You get a very good variety of units, and you actually get enough units, enough models to complete units. And you have a nice variety. You have a Lokhust Heavy Destroyer here. You got a good grief, that's a Mancer, but I can't remember what type of Mancer it is. You got Warriors, you got Necrons, you got various other destroyers. You got Flayed Ones over here. You got walking cannons. I forget the name for them. Canoptek Doomstalkers. So you have your Ophydian Destroyers, your Canoptek Doomstalkers, your Flayed Ones, your Necron Warriors, your Lokhust Heavy Destroyer, Canoptek Scarabs, and then you have a Psychomancer here. So you have essentially a small Necron faction in a box. So these Battleforce boxes are oftentimes cited as being literally the best way to get into Warhammer 40k, other than the standard starter boxes. Then you do the math on the models. If you were to buy a box just for this model here, and then buy a box just for these models, and just box for these models, and you actually get the Scarabs with the Warriors typically in a unit, and then you got the Psychomancer. You go and buy the box for the Psychomancer. By the time you get through half of the models in this box, you would spend more money than this box. Typically. Sometimes it's half, sometimes it's 75%. It varies, but you still get a solid value every time. So, reminder, write this down. If you're interested in starting in Warhammer 40k, and you have an idea what factions you're interested in, and you've already got yourself a starter box, right around December, pre-orders go up for Battleforce boxes. So, and in the case of Age of Sigmar, there's typically 4 Battleforce boxes. In the case of 40k, there's typically 6 Battleforce boxes. So, awesome. In these Battleforce boxes, they're quite simple. You got, as I said, you got a nice panel of all the stuff that comes in it. You got some Scarabs. It's a great way to start your force out and get it going quick. So I'm going to... There's a total of 26 models in here, or miniatures. The difference between the Battleforce boxes and the starter boxes is that it's mostly just a box of miniatures with a sheet in it and a small booklet. So you'll have your miniatures here. You got your Necron Warriors and your Scarabs sprue. And then right here is the little booklet for the Necron Warriors and Scarabs. Necron Warriors always come with Scarabs, pretty much, and Scarabs almost pretty much come with the Necron Warriors. It's just how they worked it out on the sprue. I actually opened this once before it organized this by type of unit and book. So you have this booklet, which is for the Necron Ophydian Destroyers. So that's all the sprues for the Ophydian Destroyers. I pre-sorted this. And then you have this booklet, which is for the Flayed Ones. Yet again, nice sprue. They really cram a lot of stuff on there. And then you got the Necron Canoptek Doomstalker, which is actually down here at the bottom. And this is the two sprues for that. Oh, that's the right here. The two sprues for that. These are probably like the least efficient sprues I've seen for Warhammer 40k. But as I said before, I'm a noob to the building and playing, and modeling side. So, yeah, but I am trained in metalworking and casting and woodworking, so I understand the process of making casts or molds. You got yourself a Psychomancer, and that's his sprue right there. And you got the sprue for the Lokhust Heavy Destroyer, along with his booklet. And in the very bottom, you got the bases. These two big bases are probably for the Canoptek Doomstalkers, and then you have some smaller bases for the various warriors and the Psychomancer and everything else. And there's not really much else inside these Battleforce boxes. It's literally just bases, the little booklets, and the models, the sprues with the pieces for each individual model on it. So it's not bad. It's a good bang for your buck if you're trying to play Warhammer on the cheapest possible option. Other options for cheap Warhammer fun is that you could always buy older edition models. So like if you really wanted to have more Doomstalkers, you can buy Doomstalker models from like 8th edition. Those will be generally slightly cheaper than in the typical ones, but the Battleforce boxes will be the cheapest. If you're buying individual models, that is the most expensive route. So you got a Psychomancer here. You basically get your Psychomancer free in this box. But if you're buying each individual one of these, it's a lot of money just for a booklet and a little sprue with a bunch of pieces on it. So buy smart, not dumb, okay? As I said, wait for the battle. You buy starter boxes, you buy like Vanguard, your Vanguard boxes here and there, and then you save a bunch of money for winter, and you buy yourself some Battleforce boxes of the model of the faction in which you like the most. And you'll go ahead, you'll go a lot further that way than just buying all the single model units, because that's going to be expensive after a while. Single model boxes. You pretty much won't see any single model boxes on my channel unless it's like for one of my core factions. And there's no other box because it has that model in it. So there you go. That is the Battleforce box for Necrons for the 2021 line of Battleforce boxes for Warhammer 40k 9th edition. I'm excited to see what they have in store for 2022 Christmas time for Battleforce boxes. I will definitely be a lot more prepared this time to invest in those. So there you go. I hope everyone has a delightful day, and that's not a wonderful week and a magnificent month. And if you enjoy these videos, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me why you like my videos in the comments below. All I keep on seeing is people complaining about how my voice is horrible. Have a delightful day, a nice night, and see you again next time.